if you consider that there was another firearm prohibition on December 6th, right? Just a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And if you think back to like 2018, I did this video when the Doctors for Protection from Guns first came out. And I'm like, you guys are saying all this crazy stuff. You're acting crazy, right? So you won't talk about anything. You're just, smearing anyone that disagrees with you, which is ridiculous. But anyway, I made this video and it was an edgy video. I will admit that. But it's like, here's what you're dealing with. Like, you have no idea what you're dealing with when you're calling for gun bans, like total bans on firearms, is people actually own those guns. So I'm not going to go through over the whole video, but I said, listen, you can put people in a situation by your unreasonable advocacy, by not even knowing the topic before you're advocating for it. You could put people in a situation where a whole bunch of their guns are banned. Maybe it's getting close to an election. The ruling party maybe is polling that they're not going to win again. And you have a deadline, let's say for a gun buyback or whatever, some kind of collection scheme, some confiscation scheme. And you're going to have law-abiding people saying, you know what, we're only 3 months from an election or whatever. I'm just hanging on to my stuff. This is ridiculous. And the next party's pledged to repeal all that stuff. I'm not doing this. So you have people that are law-abiding to the letter, sitting there thinking, well, I have a political solution coming and I'm just going to wait it out, which puts them in a position where they could be in unauthorized possession of prohibited firearm, which is a position we find basically all of ourselves in right now, with an election looming, with a clear majority coming. And you might have people saying, you know what, I'm going to wait it out. And I painted a scenario just to let these people know what is reality. Well, reality is you could have some percentage of licensed gun owners that possess these firearms that might be put in a position where the police would bang on their door. And the problem is that when it comes to gun calls, it's usually not general duty members that come for those things because it's not safe, it's ERT. And you could have a situation where you have a few people, depending on the scenario, having an interaction, people that have no experience with interacting with police, having an interaction with ERT, and things can go wrong in a scenario like that. And anyone that knows anything about this stuff knows that. That's not fantasy or some conspiracy theory. That's real. And people get hurt in situations like that. And so I did this math calculation. I said, here's the pool of people that could possibly happen to. Not saying that it would actually happen to anybody. And the docs turned around and they said, oh, here's a direct quote from the CCFR, from the CEO of the CCFR, up to 25,000 children could be killed by police if we ban guns, right? And the mainstream media ran with that. And my name was actually on the front page of the Globe and Mail across the entire country. If it was Globe and Mail, if I remember correctly. Now, it wasn't like the headline story, but it was on the front page. And that was how they quoted me. So, and that's not what I said or what I meant at all. And here we are in 2025 facing that exact scenario where you have all these people with all these prohibited guns, government's running out of time. They're still talking about confiscation programs. They're talking about sending out forms to gun owners, which they'll have to reveal everything they own. They'll have to participate in these buybacks or whatever if they roll some kind of half-baked buyback thing. And a lot of people saying, no, I want to just wait. And that same scenario is playing out. It's funny how things turn out a few years later. I don't know.
Well, and the government has actually been going around to municipalities and offering their law enforcement agencies money to do this. We saw it in Winnipeg.
Yep.
So, and they're not the only ones who've been offered money. So in hindsight, you were right. And they blew it up like you were being hyperbolic when you're not. This is exactly the situation we're in.
Yeah. Winnipeg got offered money to go door to door.
Yeah. Nuts.
I don't know. Yep. Crazy gun lobby people. If you're not subscribed, please do that. The notification bell is great. Yeah, if you want to be notified when we do a new video, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But if you can subscribe, that would be awesome. I'd really like to see us get to 100,000 subscribers, which would be good. Okay, that's it. Thanks everyone. Take care, and we will see you soon.